Hey everyone, it's Elise. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Crafting Deck. Today I'm going to show you how I made my Monstera leaf beer glass can. So we're going to get started. Here we go. So first I uploaded this design I had got from Etsy, and we're going to select everything and we're going to ungroup it and then ungroup it because it is actually one image once you buy it, so you're going to want to ungroup it. And then what we're going to do next is save the project. You always want to save in increments because if you go back, then everything that you did is going to be undone. So you're going to go ahead and save it, and you're going to click make it, and then you're going to choose whatever colors of vinyl that you want to use. And then here you're going to click on matte, and then you're going to continue, and you're going to want to use the green vinyl mat. And here I used the gold metallic vinyl from Teckwrap crafts. I love it. Anyway, so then you're going to hit what type of vinyl you're using. I clicked metallic. It's going to set the base material. You're going to wait for it. Here's my vinyl I was talking about. You're going to load it onto your map. And there's my color changing green. You're going to load it into the Cricut machine. You're going to do every prompt that it tells you to. You're going to first push the arrows. It's going to roll and measure the mat because that's what the new Cricut Maker 3 does. And then it's going to prompt you to cut, which is the play looking button. It looks like a play button. And then once you're done cutting, you're going to gently, I like to turn it over because it doesn't rip off all my vinyl and make everything curl. And now I'm going to put down the second one. This is actually color changing. This is going to color change with cold temperatures into green. So it's going to look like this. There's actually a protective plastic coating over it. So once you get it flattened, you're going to tear that off as according to the instructions. Cutting that, while I'm cutting, I'm going to go ahead and weed this. And you want to be careful. You don't want to make everything stay on there or rip it. But the metallic vinyl is actually pretty good to weed. I didn't really have too many problems with it. You just got to be gentle because it's a very, very thin cut. You can rip it very easily. So I would suggest just being careful and trying to go one at a time. Don't just pull the whole thing off at one time. Then you're going to have issues. So you're going to just start using the weed tool and just kind of get each section of the leaves or whatever design that you're using. And we're just going to gently get every piece out and make sure you don't rip the actual leaf. See how thin it is? It's really thin and narrow. And see, some of the pieces like to come up, but that's okay. You can flatten them back out and they'll kind of stick back to the paper. And then gotta get this piece over here. Try and use the weeding tool to get it out of there. There we go. Okay. We're just about there. And get these little bitty pieces out. They're so intricate. It's intricate details on this one. Sometimes you'll have that. I haven't done vinyl in a really long time, so making these glass beer cans is really fun and addicting. I have to get some more so I can make more. And we're about more than halfway done here. I'll get this piece over here. And gently just keep peeling it. Okay, and then once you're done with that, you're going to want to weed the other piece, which is the green leaves. This is going to be a lot easier because it's not intricate details. The gold vinyl is actually going to go on top of the design. We're just going to peel this back here. Still want to go gently so you don't rip the vinyl, because vinyl can rip and it'll stretch and it's not going to look pretty. So then here you're going to take your design on the transfer tape and you're going to put it onto the other design. Now, sometimes I like to do this because the design goes a lot easier, but I tend to have bubbles in mine when I put it on my item. So sometimes I like doing it separately, but if it's too many like this, then it's a lot easier just to do it all at one time. So we're going to try to match up how the design goes. It's actually meant to be offset, so that's how it's gonna look. It's kind of offset. It's kind of a cool design, so you'll see what I'm talking about when I'm done. And you just kind of do the same thing, and try to do it on the same. It's kind of hard to get both designs at one time. It does create bubbles, I'm not gonna lie. Do it on the back here. I did have a little trouble peeling it off. It wasn't bad. And there it goes. It's a little easier than you think. See, it's supposed to be offset. And now we're going to place it onto the glass very carefully. I don't have a cup holder yet, like a cradle. You should have a cradle, it's recommended. You can actually find one in my Amazon storefront. I'm going to post a link below, and you can actually find everything that I used in this project on my Amazon storefront. And just kind of go around here. It's not that hard because the designs are already pre-measured in a template. So, I mean, it's not that hard to get it around. You do kind of have to be careful because the top and the bottom could get really crooked and it's just going to mess up your cup. And so here, just trying to make sure I don't get any bubbles, which I did end up getting some bubbles, but they're not that bad. There is a tool that you can use to poke out the bubbles. There is special tools. Those are on my Amazon storefront. I can direct you to those. You can poke out the bubbles. It's so microscopic of a tip. It's like a needle, and it pokes out the bubbles, and you can't even see them. You can't even tell. So here you're just going to want to gently pull off the transfer tape. Make sure you're not pulling off your vinyl, because then it's not going to be good. So here we are. It's complete. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.